Talofa. In this video, we'll talk about step 0 or practice 0, finding an interesting and worthwhile task. In order to have a good mathematical discussion in the classroom, it needs to be an interesting task or something that actually can generate a discussion that is worthwhile. So why a task and not just a problem? A productive discussion comes from a task with many solution paths. 70 divided by 7 is a problem. There aren't many ways to solve it, and there aren't many interesting ways to solve it. So that won't give a discussion time to a mathematics classroom. It might give you 5 minutes of discussing a couple different ways to think about it, but it's not a class. But if instead we asked, I have 75 coconuts and I need to transport them to the village. I have boxes that will hold 7 coconuts each. How many boxes do I need for the coconuts? If you notice, we've given a picture, we've given a story, we've given some extra information. This is going to take a bit of time to think about and process. Now, I admit, for a 15-year-old student, this is not a problem that's worthy of a discussion. But for a year 3 or 4 student who's 8 or 9, this is a rich discussion. So you need to find something which for your students has a low floor. Every student could start drawing a picture. Every student could start figuring this out, and a high ceiling. If you notice, there's going to be this partial box, and do we actually need the whole box? Or you could, for the students who really get this, you could ask something with more difficult numbers if you wanted to give that high ceiling to the question. So somewhere for the students to go and be challenged is what the high ceiling is. Okay, there are sources for these questions. If you're thinking, I don't know where to find any of these, here are 3 websites. Feel free to pause the video and write down those websites and go searching for interesting mathematical problems. Or you can create a task. So you can edit a word problem that you already have. So here are some ideas, and there's a link here if you want to go learn more about what this nice lady Laura Chandler says about creating a task. You want to start with a visual problem. You could remove keywords. So those words that we look for that, oh, that says addition. Oh, that means division. Or you could add extra details and information. You could personalize it and make it real to the students. You can turn it into a multi-step problem, or you could change the numbers. And I'll give you an example on her website. She's got examples of this, but I will give you an example for revising a task. The original problem. There are 10 apples, and it takes 2 minutes to peel each apple. How many minutes in all are needed to peel the apples? Pretty easy problem, 10 divided by 2. It's not really a task. Revision. Revision 1, if it takes 2 minutes to peel 1 apple and 4 minutes to peel 2 apples, how long will it take to peel 10 apples? So we're suggesting in this one, we want them to do a ratio table and figure out all of those ratios in between. Or revision 2, Sam needs to peel 10 apples for a pie. If he can peel 4 apples in 6 minutes, how long will it take to peel 10 apples? If you notice, this is no longer the 2-to-1 ratio. This is it's going to take some thought and effort. The numbers aren't as nice. So changing it to not nice numbers changes the question too, to making it into a task. So the first thing we have to do is find an interesting task or question that we want to have a discussion around. Thank you.